Welcome back. At 6'4", he might not look like an underdog, but former Penn State defensive end Matt Rice has played that role his entire life, which proved useful during his most difficult times. Sometimes our purpose in life is not clear.
You gotta have something to figure out something to get past the odds that's already against you.
Growing up just outside Washington, D.C., Matt Rice had a calling: football.
My crew was older than me. I was always the youngest guy, so I had to play tough, rough, and my thing was always making somebody fumble. I was the king of it.
But football wasn't his only talent.
I would draw sketches or different comic book characters.
An artist with skills.
During that time, not get on a teacher's nerves. You know, and that also would push me to get the work done as soon as I could so I could have that time to draw.
Using his love of football, Rice descended upon Happy Valley and quickly made a name for himself.
Stocko, Rice cleans up on him. Oh, baby, it's a tough day in the office.
You want to play big
Finding confidence both on the field and in the art room.
I could use my football skills with my peripheral, that I could see what's going on both ends of the students on the side of me. So I learned from watching other people work on their work, how to clean brushes, how to mix certain things.
After graduating from Penn State, Rice bounced around 4 different NFL teams, including a stint in NFL Europe. But just before his second professional season, everything changed.
I woke up to my girlfriend crying as hard as I've ever seen her cry. I'm looking at her, tears pouring down, looking like a werewolf came in and smacked her. And it's like, hey, what's wrong? And she's looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
Rice had just had an epileptic seizure, and an MRI revealed a tumor on the frontal lobe of his brain. That's where artists get their abilities. Fortunately for Rice, the tumor was limited to the surface of the brain, and doctors successfully removed it.
Like, this is a miracle that I'm alive right now.
And then Rice decided he didn't need football.
It's kind of hard to want to come back with titanium screws in your head. For me to say that to them, they thought I was insane. I'm like, oh, you actually have peace and you're living your purpose. But you're playing in the NFL. I'm like, yeah. But it's kind of slowly killing me.
Doctors also told Rice the tumor removal allowed his artistic talents to fully develop.
I was able to focus on art without picking up a paintbrush with a jammed finger or a busted knuckle. There's just no limit to where I can take things and what I can do.
And with his newfound creativity, Rice wanted to give back, so he began publishing art prints for nonprofit companies and different charities.
That's like living my purpose. That's bigger than me. There's many things I can do that's bigger than me. That's what I'm here for.
Sometimes in life, our purpose is not clear, but for Matt Rice, he has no doubts.
To be able to be in a position to do more than I can imagine now, that's everything. And as far as the art, I'm just starting with it.
You could do 5 more pieces on Rice. That's how interesting his life is, and he's living it up right now in Germany. As he's told me, he's grinding away on 7 or 8 pieces of work at a time. Pete?